Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today, we're gonna get right into the top 3 things that I learned from my real estate coaches. So number 1 is you gotta get in the mindset of lead generation. As a matter of fact, most would argue that that's the real business that you're in, the lead generation business. Most people out there, most agents out there, I should say, they either focus on marketing efforts where it's a lot of check equity, or prospecting efforts where it's a lot of sweat equity. But my thing is, I learned that you need both working cohesively together to optimize your lead generation funnels. Guys, if you don't have leads, you can't grow a team, plain and simple. If you don't have an overflow of leads, you cannot scale your business. And if you look at some of the top income earners in the industry, that's what they're in. They're in the business of generating leads and handing them off to their salespeople or even referring them out. Look at what some of the biggest companies in the industry are doing, like Zillow, OpCity, Ojo. They're generating leads and referring them out, and they're making a ton of money in the process. Guys, you have to have a focal point on lead generation. And don't worry, maybe it's not your thing. Maybe marketing and prospecting is not your thing. That's okay. Find someone, find the right person to put in that seat on the bus that'll lead the lead generation for your team, and you're gonna see everything change. Number 2 is recruiting. You always hear you're in the people business, and I'm not discounting that, right? But I want you to think of this point. You're also in the business as the entrepreneur and as the visionary, you're in the business of acquiring talent. You actively have always got to be looking for new outside salespeople. Outside salespeople are buyer's agents and listing agents you can bring onto your team to service the leads. So in the first point, we said lead generation. Right? You have to always be actively looking to generate leads in your business. Now you need agents who can service these leads, who can convert them into clients and take them home. So you always have to be looking for buyer's agents on your team, listing agents for your team, especially because over time, people are gonna come and go, especially when it comes to 1099 independent contractors. But if you're always looking to acquire talent, if you're always looking to recruit agents onto your team, you're going to see your team scale and you're going to be setting new records every single year. And the third thing is accounting. Guys, I love how Mark Cuban puts it. Accounting is the language of business, and it truly is. You have to understand accounting. It doesn't matter if you're a math person, an English person, a science person, it doesn't matter what you're really good at. If you're a business owner, you've got to understand accounting. You have to understand how to communicate with your bookkeepers, with your CPAs, when they're talking to you about things. You have to be able to comprehend what they're saying, because ultimately you're going to be making decisions in your business. You have to know how to forecast your profit and loss 2 to 3 months ahead of time, rather than being like the majority of business owners who are looking at the past and their decision-making process is too late, which makes them just non-profitable as a business, which you can't do that or you're gonna be out of business. So to recap, number 1, you've got to have a point of emphasis on lead generation. Number 2, you have to have a point of emphasis on recruiting agents onto your team. Number 3, you have to understand the basics of accounting. Have a good bookkeeper and a good CPA as part of your team. Those are 3 of the top initiatives that I put in place and I learned from my coaches, the top 3 things that I learned from my coaches over the years that helped me grow one of Southern California's and the US's top real estate teams in the country. Hopefully you guys found this valuable. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button. We've got tons more video content for you guys to build and grow a team, and I'll see you guys on the other side.